On the run from my given disaster. Speed away from the holy mind. Pride. That's where I never thought it would matter. If I'm gone by now, all my weakness keep on linger on repeat like it will be my favorite song. Oh, I know.
Hey guys, it's Kat and welcome back to my channel. So today we are doing DIY Valentine's Day gifts. Now these aren't just for your boyfriend or girlfriend. I assume a lot of you guys are like me and don't have a significant other. Yes, I'm single. But these gifts are also great for your friends or even just yourself. There's nothing wrong with getting chocolates for yourself on Valentine's Day. Actually, no. Wait until the day after Valentine's Day when all the chocolates are 50% off. It's like my favorite day of the year. As usual, I hope you guys enjoy watching, and if you do, please remember to give this video a massive thumbs up, hit that subscribe button and notification bell if you would like to see more videos from me. Also, leave me a comment, let me know if you'll be celebrating Galentine's Day instead of Valentine's Day. Like me, where are my single friends at? And now, without further ado, let's get into this video. Okay, so for our first DIY gift, we are going to make this hanging photo frame. First, you're going to need a photo frame. Duh. Use one that has a pretty thick frame so you have space to hang your photos. We want to start by removing the frame insert, and I'm going to use that piece of paper that normally comes in frames as a backing for my background. Simply use some decorative paper or contact paper to create your background. I went with some palm leaves, but I think a marble pattern would look really cool as well. So I just started by peeling off the contact paper to stick it to the backing paper, but this was really cheap contact paper, and turns out it was really transparent, so you could see the little grey squares through it. So take two. I'm keeping the contact paper as it is and just taping it to the backing paper instead and cutting off the excess, and problem solved. So the contact paper is perfectly fine as it was, but I have a lot of gold accents in my apartment, and I had just finished watching Law DIY's video where she was gold dipping things, so I felt like adding some gold to my background. I'm just using a gold colored marker and outlining the palm leaves. Next up, we want to add some push pins to the inside of our frame. Make sure to measure these out and have them line up with one another so everything's even. And then we just take some twine and tie each end around the push pin to create a line where we can hang our photos. Now we just want to reassemble our photo frame and it's ready to hang some photos. I really wanted to hang some Polaroids, but my Polaroid printer wouldn't work for me, so I got these cropped photos printed instead of me and my friend Sarah. She's the one I'm giving this to because I am in fact single. Valentine's Day is Galentine's Day for me. Simply hang some photos of you and the person you're gifting this to with some pegs, and here is the finished hanging photo frame.
I keep on driving till it bends, still it feels like I pretend. Keep on driving and driving along the road tonight. Lost my head over my back between the jars and bottle jack. Just me and all the rest.
The next DIY gift is perfect for any plant lover in your life. Now, if you are confident with your handwriting, you can go ahead and skip this step, but I have possibly the world's second messiest handwriting. So I'm printing out a cute Aloe Vera pun quote, scribbling some charcoal on the back, taping it to a white pot and then scratching the words so the charcoal transfers onto the pot. Take off the paper and we are left with a charcoal template to colour in. I started off going over the words with a permanent marker, then just used a damp cotton ball to wipe off the charcoal. As you can see, the permanent marker isn't completely opaque, so I'm going to paint over the top of it with some black acrylic paint. And now decorate your pot however you like. I decided to decorate my pot by painting tiny pots on it. This took a very long time. If you're short on time, you can totally go for a more basic pattern like spots or stripes. I just like to make things difficult for myself. Now, acrylic paint is not water resistant, so I'm adding a coat of Mod Podge to seal in our design. Keep in mind, Mod Podge is water resistant, not waterproof. So it holds up if a bit of water gets on it whilst watering the plant, but you know, don't drown your paint job because it will come off. Okay, time to add our plant. I would 100% recommend doing this outside, but I live in an apartment and don't really have an outdoor area to do this in. Also, if you're using aloe vera, make sure you use a cacti and succulent potting mix, and that your pot has a hole in the bottom to allow for adequate soil drainage. And here we have our finished aloe vera gift.
in the heat from a hot California. I forgot how you looked like in rain. I swear I never thought it would matter.
This next gift I've seen in a lot of stores, but we're doing it DIY style, and that is love coupons. We want to start off by taking some white card and cutting out what we want our coupons to look like. I started by cutting out one card and using that as a template for the rest. Remember to leave 2 cards slightly longer for our front and back card covers. Next up, I'm grabbing a spare piece of paper and using it as a template for the orange coupon design bit. You'll see in a second what I mean. You can totally just draw your design straight onto the cards, but creating a template first means that they'll all be even. Now, like with the pot plant, I've printed out what I want each coupon to say because my handwriting is super messy. I do still want them to look handwritten instead of printed though, so I'm etching the outline of each text into the card, then filling it in with a black marker. If you've got neat handwriting, just go ahead and save some time and write cute date ideas directly onto the coupon. The idea is when the gift receiver wants that cute date idea on the coupon, they simply tear it off from the book and give it to you. I'm sure you know how coupons work. Now it's time to design our front cover. Remember to leave a space on the left-hand side where we can bind our coupons together. And then to bind the coupons together, you want to pierce 2 holes either with a needle or a skewer, thread through some twine starting from the back and going through each coupon, then tie the 2 ends together at the front. And your coupon book is now ready to be given to your loved one.
Around you, we could break up and then make up. I always come back to you. You move me in a way never thought anyone could. You.
The next DIY gift idea is an edible bouquet. You want to start off by taking a heart-shaped chocolate, lining the center with hot glue, then adding a skewer and chocolate on top. If you work quick enough, the hot glue will melt the chocolate so that the 2 chocolates sit flat against each other. Repeat this process until you have a bunch of chocolates on skewers, and feel free to use varying sized chocolates as well. In groups of 3 to 4, tape the skewers together to create the center of our flowers. Then you just want to take a few different colored sheets of tissue paper, cut them into smaller rectangles, then wrap them around our chocolates and secure it in place with either sticky tape or an elastic band. Also, feel free to trim off any pointy edges on the tissue paper. Now just repeat this for all your chocolate bunches. Once all the chocolate bunches have been transformed into tissue paper flowers, you want to bunch them together with either tape or an elastic band, then wrap your bouquet in some pretty paper. I went with this iridescent cellophane and gold foil paper. Then secure that with a ribbon and our edible bouquet is now complete. For our last 2 DIY gift ideas, I have these easy necklaces. One could be more masculine and one more feminine, but who really cares about gender stereotypes in 2020? For this first necklace, you want to start by gluing 2 crystal points together to form a heart. You also want to use craft glue for this because hot glue will just peel off. Once the glue is dried, take some jewelry wire and wrap it around our crystal heart in random directions. Just make sure at some point you create a loop at the top for our necklace chain to thread through. Once you're happy with how the heart crystal is looking, cut the wire using wire cutters and add a dollop of glue to the end of the wire to smooth out any pointy bits. Now just thread through a necklace chain, and here is our first finished necklace. For our last DIY, you want to grab 2 metal washers. These were literally 40 cents each. And you simply want to start by engraving one washer with your initials and your boyfriend or girlfriend's initials, and engrave the other washer with a meaningful date. It turns out engraving is a lot harder than I thought, so team that with my messy handwriting and it ends in a bit of a disaster. So if you are not confident with engraving, there are stores that will engrave things for you. I kind of wish I'd paid someone else to do this neatly, but oh well. Next, you want to take a piece of jewelry leather and loop it through both washers, and then knot each end on the other side of the leather. This will make the length of the necklace adjustable. And here we have our finished final DIY gift. So those are all the DIY gift ideas I have for you. Leave me a comment if you have another DIY gift idea. Maybe someone else watching is after some more inspiration. I hope you guys have an amazing Valentine's or Galentine's Day, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye guys!